Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nifas Agipturaska, and my student number is 067. And today I would like question 1. Personally, I strongly believe that having a great teachers can really make a difference in student lives. I remember when I was in high school, I had an English teacher named Mr. Oki. He was honestly the kindest and the most easygoing teacher I ever met, and his classes were always super fun to join. On top of that, we had a similar hobby. Yeah, we both love Gundam, an animated series, or even a toy in Japanese that focused on mecha or something like a robot. That make us pretty close. He also loved to give his student a little challenge. When there's a winner, they always get a cool prize. And honestly, I was actually the one who get the most prize in my class. For example, he once encouraged me. He talked to me. He wanted me to join an English competition. It's not just once, but a lot. Even though I never got the first place, I learned a lot and become more confident. It doesn't matter for me to lose, although at first it really hurt me. My pride crumbled, my spirit broken, but he always beside me to cheer me up. He is the one who find my potential. He's the one who find me and acknowledge me. Well, as you can see now, he wasn't just a teacher for me. He was a mentor for me who believed in my potential, in my will, and thus I really feel lucky to meet him. That's it. So the number second is about conversation about two people talking about the new new rules. In the passage, we can already know that it's about the universities cutting transportation budget and ending all bus services. Instead, they will give the student $50 voucher for public transportation. So in the conversation, the woman in the conversation really doesn't like about this idea. First, she says that it's going to be super inconvenient because there's no public transportation that goes to the DeWolf Science Centers. So students would have to walk over 20 minutes through the unsafe neighborhood, which she thinks is a big problem. Then she explained that the new policy won't actually help students interact with more people in the resident like the university hopes. The voucher only covers about 1 month of subway or bus transportation. So most students won't even be able to afford public transportation even more. So overall, she disagree with the policy because it is super inconvenient, unsafe, and won't really bring students and local people closer together. I think that's for number 2. Okay, now we'll answer the question 3. So, according to the rule, reading pictographs are simple picture that represent words or ideas. Over time, typically became less like real object and more abstract, and then eventually forming the basis of the modern writing style. In the lecture, the professor gives some interesting example to show how this change happened. He explained that letter A actually comes from the ancient Egyptian pictograph of a bull head. A bull head. So as the time passed, people simplified the drawing. The horn and the tail are disappeared, and eventually turned into the shape of letter A as we know today. He also mentioned that the letter A used the used to be what picture? Okay, to be a picture of person praying. After being rotated, simplified, only parts of the arm and the head were left, which become three horizontal lines in the modern letter A. So after listening this, I can I can understand and know about pictograph slowly change the drawing of real things into a symbol that represent modern writing style, which is very interesting, right? I think that's it for the question 3. Okay, now I will answer the question 4. So in the lecture, the professor told about something called paradox of technology. This is when the new technology that's supposed to make life easier become more makes things more difficult. For example, she mentioned about remote control. They're convenient because you don't have to get up to change the channel or even a follow. But if you have several devices, then things might get a little bit complicated. You might end up with a bunch of remote controls. So people in find that a universal remote control to fix that problem. However, programming that takes a lot of time, and you have to remember which button to do what, which make things even more complicated. And see also use example of cell phone. Today's, as we know, cell phone is getting smaller and lighter, which seems great, but the button the button getting smaller too. Because of that, people often press the wrong number by accident. So after listening this, I understand that the paradox of technology is when a new invention that are supposed to make life easier actually ended up making it more difficult. I think that's it for number 4. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.